T-Dog, J-Boy, and me, I'm Lugs. Our pride and joy is pumping our mugs. Be careful, kids, it could get rough. We're flipping our lids on sports and other stuff. Welcome to Sport Weasel Central. I'm Lugs.
I'm J-Boy.
And I'm T-Dog.
Yes, this is Sports and Other Stuff, a podcast full of outcasts. That's right. So today, Romo, wherefore art thou? 17 million per year. That's where. And in case you missed it, the Zamboni driver turned goalie, and 5 questions you won't want to miss. So, gentlemen, little breakdown here. Stephen A. Smith makes $8 million. The face of CBS Sports, Jim Nantz, makes $7 million. Troy Aikman makes $8 million. What is going on with CBS and Tony Romo, who will work maybe, 18 weekends a year? Wow.
If that.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I was just going to say, he is, to me, this generation's Madden, a little bit of Terry Bradshaw. I would say he's worth it. I would say that those guys have undersold themselves, didn't have quite the agent. But good for him. I mean, he's making more a year now than he was playing quarterback, isn't he?
Yes.
Getting close.
Yeah. No, it's actually per year, he's making more than he ever did.
And he doesn't have to, eat dirt every.
It's a 5-year deal minimum. Could go up to 10.
That's a good deal.
Well, it's a few things, like with anything. Like one, just I guess to keep it isolated to him. Like obviously, he kind of deserves a buzz because as good as he's been, within is it 3 years as a commentator or is it two?
Two. This was his second year. Yeah.
So just in the 2 years, as good as he is now, he's probably still gonna get better as a broadcaster. I mean, obviously, just getting more reps, but it's astounding how good he is. So on the level of talent, he deserves it. But the other thing is ABC, Disney, whatever you want to call them, ESPN collaboration. They made a big pull to try to get him because it sounds like with the new contract, they want to jump back into maybe putting Monday Night Football back on ABC. So they had to make a big splash, and Tony Romo would have been that big splash. So, and obviously the rights are going to be up in the next few years. So they were trying to make a pool. So obviously if there's a market that really, drives up your stock, you got to take advantage of it. And I that's the thing. I don't think it's not that Aikman isn't talented or whatever. It's just I think it was just a lot of circumstances just kind of aligning to allow Tony Romo to get such a big payday.
So in his peak, Madden made $8 million, by the way. So you're walking down the halls at CBS. Hi, Gail King. How are you? Morning. She makes $11 million. Nora O'Donnell, don't you do the CBS Evening News? I do. What do you make? $7 million. She works 300 days a year.
Yeah, but that lets you know where the profit lies. That's where the money is. Nora, sorry, you don't know a bubble screen or a bubble butt. I mean, it's just that's the way it is.
Yeah, well, again, when you look at the top 10 programs in ratings each week,
football.
It's Sunday Night Football is usually number one, and usually number two or whatnot is the game of the week,
the 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock game.
Yeah, so and Romo does a lot of those.
Just in the sort of realm of what could have been, if ABC had kept Tirico and you'd have had Romo together.
That's true.
It would have been.
That's a good team.
That would have been a real good team. Because Tirico, I think he's the best of the, just this is the way it is. The guys who just call the game.
And Romo's a young cat. Is he even 40 yet?
No. He's 36.
Actually, I don't. He's he's on the fringe of being, I think, 40. I don't have it off the top of my head, but
yeah.
But I'll like you said, Tirico, that. I mean, that's the sad thing is Tirico essentially is kind of waiting for Al Michaels. So we're just losing good years of Mike Tirico, like just not even existing on
Doing
the NFL
the Derby.
spectrum. Yeah. So and Notre Dame.
Olympics, Notre Dame. Yeah,
So
He's not down to bowling yet, so he's doing okay.
Chris Schenkel's still doing that game.
Yeah.
The Pro Bowlers Tour,
Yeah.
live from Davenport, Iowa.
Yeah, man.
Kingpin Bowling Lane.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the hockey player who was a Zamboni driver and became a goalie. 42-year-old David Ayers was the emergency goalie for the Carolina Hurricanes, and he won the game. That was quite a story. That video was awesome to watch. To see that guy.
Well, it's kind of like the 1980 hockey team in the sense of just absolutely unexpected. I mean, you know.
The best he'd ever played was Junior B, which is like 3 notches below the NHL. So, I mean, the guy had his moment.
So, did he Zamboni the ice that he actually played on?
Correct.
Wow.
He works for the Maple Leafs, but the Hurricanes had no goalie, so he's like the guy in the house that has the pads.
Hey.
So does this actually hurt him or does it help him?
Well, if I were him, I would quit tomorrow and move to Carolina and never buy another drink in my life. But that's me.
That's true.
Yeah. Well.
That's what I'd say. But
I mean, do they like when it comes to like
it's
the
like
job
Rudy.
review? When it comes to job review time, is like the Maple Leafs like, you know, you do a good job with the ice, but that game that you came in and played goalie and cost us a win, and you know now we look at
It is
the end of
playoff
the season.
season
Yeah,
almost,
you
every game counts.
Yeah, it's like
He may have to move to Carolina.
I don't know. It's like the Rudy movie from, back in the day, Notre Dame. The guy was, nobody, and now everybody knows, his name. That's a movie, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we should, the biography will be coming out. I mean, it's at least a movie of the week kind of biopic.
yeah, maybe it's not a feature-length film. Maybe
A Lifetime movie.
a Lifetime movie. No, like Lifetime movies are like Kiss Me Deadly and Crazy Nanny.
Yeah.
Usually their names.
And those actresses that are always in Lifetime movies will play his wife. I can't think of her name. Cameron.
No, was it the girl from Party of Five? Yeah, maybe I'm getting it wrong. Lacey Chambert or whatever.
I don't remember.
I always get confused if she does Lifetime movies or she does Hallmark movies. I think she's a Hallmark.
This is the program director from Lifetime calling in.
Hello. Yeah,
All right,
really.
moving on. Let's get along on this program we call Sports and Other Stuff. T-Dog has questions he'd like to ask us. 5 questions.
5 questions.
And then we have one
Fruit-sized.
more feature after that we'll save.
And we have got a couple of features.
We got a couple. Go ahead.
Foom size. So the NFL Combine took place over this weekend. So I got 5 questions for you all that ties into the Combine.
Okay.
First off, wide receiver from Alabama, Henry Ruggs, ran a 4.27 40, blazing.
Yeah.
Name 2 players in recent years that are, and by recent, at least like the last 20 years, were faster.
Wow.
I'm going to say Kevin White.
No.
Rocket Ishmael.
No.
Where
I don't
did
think
that come from?
I don't think that falls in the last 20 years.
Is that because we're in the Easter
Could be
season?
right.
Yeah.
Hence Rocket.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a good guess. Actually, just a few years ago, this guy had injury problems. It's not his fault.
Stephon Diggs.
No, that was a good.
Okay.
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men. That's
Go ahead.
That is more than 2 people.
Oh, God.
And I think at their peak they were 4. I think they're 3 now.
lost control.
Chris Johnson, I believe,
yeah.
kind of had the record, or was believed to be the record once they kind of went to the new turf. He ran a 4.24 at running back out of Eastern Carolina, and the current, I think, record holder is wide receiver out of Washington who plays for the Bengals, John Ross. He ran a 4.22.
Oh, wow.
Well,
So,
all right.
yeah.
Well, we didn't get that one.
Not even close.
Next.
We'll try to keep this one more local. Maybe this helps out. Mekhi Becton had an impressive combine. He ran a 5.11.40 at 364 pounds. He'll probably go in the first round. Who was the last U of L offensive lineman to do that?
Oh, I'm going to go with, what's his name? Wood, the center. I can't think of his first name.
I'll concur. I don't know.
Yes, it was Eric Wood in 2009.
Woohoo! I'll take that
Center,
one.
Buffalo.
All right, good.
You got it.
Okay. There's a running back out of Boston College, A.J. Dillon. He is 6 foot tall, 247 pounds. He ran a 4.53 Which recent big back did his time just barely beat?
Okay, so would you call him a fire plug? Is that the build you're talking about? 6 foot?
Would that be Davin?
No, when I think fire plug's like short and stout. No, this dude's 6 foot and 247.
Okay.
He's a refrigerator.
No, he's like, you would call him a big rig.
Okay. Davin Cook?
Dalvin Cook?
Yeah.
Jordan Howard.
No, it was Derrick Henry.
Derek, well, be sure.
Yeah, Derrick Henry. He ran a
Of course it was.
4.54. So just by a hundredth of a second, he was faster.
He is fast.
Yeah,
And he killed 3 defensive backs in the process.
And then had lunch.
I mean, well, you think about it.
On the defensive
You
back.
think about it, Derrick Henry's contract's up. I'm like, man, it sucks this guy's coming out this year because it's like his agent's like, hey, look what Derrick Henry did. It's like, yeah, this guy kind of might be a better version for you.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit. But
Okay, we're dialing into the internet for that next one. Go ahead.
okay, the linebacker out of Clemson, Isaiah Simmons, ran a 4.39 as a linebacker. But he also played safety and corner in college. Which recent freak draft pick also shared the similar versatility?
Oh, man.
Khalil Mack.
He's pretty versatile. I don't know if he played. I don't know if he played in the secondary though.
Okay. Bosa.
No, he played. No, I was gonna say in terms of like playing safety and corner.
Oh.
It's a UCLA player, Miles Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, bonus versatility. He actually also played running back for UCLA. Like that's how much they depended on Miles Jack.
That's a lot of...
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of Jack.
That's a lot of Jack.
And on Sundays, he washed windows. I mean, what else didn't he do? You know.
All right. Last of the 5. Wide receiver.
The last question.
Wide receiver out of Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. At 6'2", 198 pounds. He ran a 4.5 which is slightly faster than this big body catcher that he's often compared to.
Calvin Johnson.
T.O.
That's a good guess. Both of them. DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah, he ran a 4.57. Bonus question. This one will be quick. My boy, Joe Burrow, he gets killed for his hand size.
Right.
He measured out his hand at 9 inches. What 2 quarterbacks who had recent success last year their hands are barely larger than a 1/4 inch larger?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Goff.
No, dude. I'll give you all like
One more.
Yeah.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees. Okay.
Mitchell Trubisky.
No.
He had no success, though. That's a bad...
The 2 quarterbacks that were in the Super Bowl, Jimmy Garoppolo and Patrick Mahomes, 9 1/4.
Okay.
So the people that are like, oh, 9 inches, is like, all right, fine. He just had possibly the greatest year ever by a quarterback in college. But yeah, 9-inch hands, that busts, like whatever.
You've been listening to this edition of the Joe Burrow Fan Club.
So is he actually going to go to Cincinnati?
Yeah, he's going to go to Cincinnati.
He's been making the rounds. People been talking to him. I don't know.
The streets are talking.
Yeah.
The streets are talking.
Sports of yesteryear.
Yes, here's our correspondent in the field. This is Lugs. Come on, Lugs. Can you hear us? Lugs, come in.
All right, we're going to go back to January of 1955. Jimmy Jamail's Hot Box in Sports Illustrated. The question, do the rules permit the calling of too many fouls in basketball? Housewives